Hello, back out again, my son Trav.
Hello.
Hello. So today, doing something a bit different. Apologies if you hear a load of wind. Hopefully the wind cancelling will do the trick, but it is quite windy today. Not cold. Anyway, we're just out for a wander, and instead of doing the usual where we are sort of thing, because I'm going for a local one, surprise, I thought we're going to do a little review, a little bit of a chat, gear review about, now I don't know if you can see it, you can probably see it on Trav, stay still Trav. Oh god, I can't see if you can see it. Hopefully you can see that. That bad boy is the Helinox Chair Zero, and we've got one each, so every time we go out have the chairs, so when we have lunch we can have lunch in luxury. So yeah, I'll talk a bit more about it in a minute, but just bit of an overview. It is, as far as I'm aware, the lightest, what I would call chair you can get, fold up chair. And what I mean by that is, yes, you can get a few of these stools, tiny little things that you can sort of sit on, but this is probably the lightest actual sit down comfy chair. Now, I checked this morning, and the current retail price is going to shock you. This is UK pounds, £125. Ooh, yes, it's a lot. And we got one each. I can't really make Trav sit on the floor. Now you'll probably see there's loads of chairs when you search up the Helinox that look exactly the same as the Helinox, and they're like 35, 45 quid. So why on earth is the Helinox more than double, and why would you pay more than double for a chair when you get one that looks exactly the same for not nearly that much? Well, reason being, this chair, which we've both got, 510 grams in the bag, 490 grams unpacked. The other chairs generally, and I had a look again this morning, are over a kilo. That's 1,000 grams plus each, so they are more than double the weight of the Helinox. So what you're basically paying for is the lightness and the quality, and they are quality chairs. I'll put some specs up a bit later, but put it this way, it supports me on it. So they must take a lot of weight. Anyway, we shall push on, and I'll give you a demonstration in a while of setting it up and what it looks like. No, maybe I haven't today, because we're not doing a normal video, well, walkie video, we're doing a gear video. Right, anyway, sorry, I'm just having a chat with Trav. You might notice we've got hats and our buffs on, and Trav's got his gloves on, because we're up on a hill, I'll show you in a sec, and the wind's picked up a bit, so it's a little bit chillier. Not too bad. I mean, we're only wearing our, what I call summer fleeces today. Sorry if it is wind interference, hopefully there won't be. I'll show you where we are. Yeah, we're on down there, Coombs, we've been to many a time, Shore and Cement Works, Trav calls a ghost house, Truly Hill up there, up to the north, the Weald over there. We've come from over that field, and there's Trav, and we're heading up to those trees and straight along there. So yeah, a bit of the usual, but just out for a nice get fit walk. Yeah, and the main thing today is to talk about the Helinox Chair Zero. So yeah, when you come back, we might as well actually show you the chair. So watch this space. So, all set up in our comfy chairs. Yeah, they're great. Look, middle of nowhere, no one around. Completely middle of nowhere, nowhere to sit. But if we want a lunch, it's a bit early at the moment, but if we want a lunch, we have two lovely comfy chairs to sit on. As I say, the reason they cost so much and I paid so much is we can bring them along on a day hike. In fact, I'll take them for even when I've got my lighter gear, I'll still take the chair because it's so lightweight and it's nice and comfy. You can lean back a bit. There is a high back version that's come out, and that's about £160, and it's a bit more like lean on it sort of thing, but it's much bigger, 650 grams, so it's not way much more, but it would be too bulky for us to just bring out with us. But as I say, these are fantastic. I know you'll often see me on videos sitting on benches because it's a bit quicker setting up, but we're in the middle of nowhere. And I remember what we used to end up doing is we'd have just little foam things, we'd have to sit on the ground. This is so much nicer. It really is so much nicer. When you've been walking a while and you want to rest your legs, you can stretch your legs out. It's fantastic. What else can I tell you? They come in this colour, which is the black. They come in grey. I have seen brown ones, but can't get them anywhere. They're not for sale at the moment and not on Helinox's website. Does it sink into the ground? Well, I'm not a small lad, as you've probably noticed, and very rarely does that happen with me. I mean, it's rained a little bit recently. We're on a field. It's fine, it's not sinking into the ground. You can get a sheet to put underneath it if you wanted to, but again, I've never needed to. I think once it's sunk a bit, you know, if you stick it on top of muddy ground, it's going to sink into the ground. But other than that, it's fine. Yeah, apparently there's a luxury cover, quilted cover for it. I'd be sitting on it that long to have to worry about that. But yeah, it's fantastic. You like the chair, don't you, Trav? Yeah, so it's really good. I'll give my verdict when we get back to the car as to whether I'd say yes, get it, or no, don't. But as you can tell from what I'm saying, I'm definitely talking it up, aside from the price. But I guess you get what you pay for. So we'll catch you in a bit. Okay, back in the car, my wonky glasses. It was a lovely walk, lovely trying out the chairs, loads of cyclists around, just a few people, quite warm when it was sunny, so we ended up taking the buffs off and everything, sorry about that. So in summary of the chairs, yes, they're expensive, but it makes it so you can carry them around, and they half a kilo just doesn't weigh a lot. So if you want to take a chair with you walking, what's your alternative? As far as I know, there's nothing that comes anywhere near to that weight. So you would end up lugging around a much heavier chair, and I have got one of those 30-something pound chairs, and I really couldn't manage it. It would kill my back. So I've got to say, for through hiking, for just a day's walk, if you want to be able to sit down for lunch, any of that kind of thing, I would strongly recommend it, even though it is very expensive, purely because it's easier to carry around. If you're car camping, obviously you get a much cheaper, comfier, heavier chair. So, what's your verdict about the chair?
Good chair anyway.
Good chair anyway. I would agree. You know, it's expensive, but it's your decision. You've got to weigh it up. Do you want the luxury of having a chair? I do. Okay then. Bye. See you next time.